Hello everybody, this is Mr. Caldwell. I'd like to make this video just to go over some of these questions and hopefully it clears up any problems you might have or any things that you maybe don't remember from previous year. Okay, so we're talking about integers, and if we remember, integers are the positive and negative numbers. And we have specific rules for doing calculations with integers. So if we look here on C, question C, if I was to read this out loud, I would have 7 subtract negative 5 plus 2. Now the reason we have these sort of brackets here is to show that it's a negative number, right? If I wrote 7 minus negative 5 plus 2, well, these two minus signs is kind of confusing. Am I subtracting and then subtracting 5 again? No, we don't want to do that. Okay, so we put brackets around negative numbers to sort of just, isolate them. So if I were to rewrite this, 7, now if I'm subtracting a negative number, that's actually the same thing as adding the positive number. And then I continue with positive 2. Okay? So that's one important thing to remember. Whenever you sort of see this little pattern of brackets, negative, and then something on the inside is negative, that's just going to be a positive number. Okay? And then the rest we just do simple addition. Okay, so we'll have 5 plus 7 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Okay, if we go down here to question F, okay, now if we look here, we've got sort of two sets of brackets. So I have this first one here, which is just there to show that I have a negative number, a negative 2, okay, and my second set is here. Now if you look in here, I've got a little sort of mini math problem, okay? So we have to do that first, okay? That's, remember, BEDMAS, do the brackets first. So I'm going to do negative 6 minus 9. Now here I'm adding a negative, well that's the same thing as subtracting the positive. And then I need to figure out what is inside my brackets. So 3 minus 5. I have more negatives there, right? 5 negatives, 3 positives. How many more negatives do I have? Well, I have 2. So I'm going to put a minus 2 in there. Okay, so let's write the next line again. I'm not going to change anything yet till I have all numbers in a row. Okay, now if I look up here, I'm subtracting a negative. Well, subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding the positive. Okay, so now I have all numbers. Now I can figure out what the answer is. So let's do it piece by piece. So we'll start here. Negative 6 minus 9. Well, they're both negative, so my answer is going to be negative. And I just think in my head, what is 6 plus 9? Well, that's going to be 15. Okay, so I have negative 15 there. Now we're going to have negative 15 minus 2 plus 2. But if we think about it, negative 2 plus 2, well, that just equals 0. So we're doing negative 15 plus 0. And for our final answer, we get negative 15.